Hey there, I'm so glad you could join me today. My name is Winnie and I'll be guiding you on today's meditation and yoga flow. I want you to begin in a comfortable position, whether that be laying down or seated, and we're just going to begin by taking some breaths in and out through our nose. With your eyes closed, notice how your breath is going in through your body, expanding and rising your belly, and going out as your belly contracts. Today I want to begin our practice by reciting a mantra. And for those of you who don't know, a mantra is Sanskrit meaning sacred utterance. It's a word, a phrase, or even a sound intended to provide clarity or spiritual guidance to you. For today's mantra, I want you to repeat these words after me. I am getting rid of my mental and emotional blockages. These mental and emotional blockages are being removed from my body. I am ready to grow and turn a new leaf. With our eyes still closed, we're going to practice a breathing technique called Nadi Shoshana, also known as alternate nostril breathing. You can begin by lifting your right hand and then dropping your index and middle finger down to your palm. We're going to close our right nostril and begin to breathe in through our left nostril. Breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top for 3, 2, 1. And then closing our left nostril with our ring finger and our pinky. And exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Closing our right nostril. Inhaling through our left for 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through our right nostril, closing it with our ring finger and pinky for 3, 2, 1. You can begin by doing this on your own now. Closing our right nostril, inhaling through our left for 3, 2, 1. Holding. Closing our left nostril for 3, 2, 1. Nadi Shoshana is a breathing practice that is believed to help alleviate anxiety and bring you more calm and peace of mind. This is a practice you can return to at any point of your day if you need to feel a bit more grounded. To begin our yoga practice, we're going to bring our head to our right shoulder and then to our left shoulder. Then bringing our head down, chin to chest, before bringing our head up, internal gaze to the ceiling. Next, we're going to do some neck rotations, beginning in a clockwise direction, maybe stopping in places where you feel a bit more tension and going back and forth there. And when you're ready, we're going to go in a counterclockwise direction. Next, we're going to do a gentle back and shoulder stretch by doing some circles with our upper body. We're going to begin by bringing our left shoulder to the front, gazing to the right, bringing our chest to the ground, right shoulder to center, and then gazing to left before arching our shoulders back, and then repeating this a couple more times. And when you're ready, you can go in the opposite direction. Once you're finished, come back to center, taking a deep breath in and out, and then rolling your shoulders back and forth a couple of times. Next, we're going to stretch out our wrists a little bit in tabletop position. If it is comfortable to you, you can try to bring your hands to face the outsides of your mat and swaying gently. Next, bringing your hands to face the back of your mat before bringing them to face each other, swaying gently left to right, and then bringing it forward, meeting back in tabletop position. Next, we're going to do some cat-cows by breathing in, bringing our gaze to the ceiling and arching our back, and then looking down, breathing out, and then rounding your spine. We're going to do a couple more of these, so breathing in, arch your back, look up, open your shoulders before breathing out, rounding your shoulder, rounding your back, and looking down. Meeting back in tabletop position, we're going to spread out all 10 of our fingers onto the ground and then gently push back for our first downward dog. From here, you can take some small little steps, pedal out your legs just to feel a bit more comfortable in your first downward dog of the day. When you're ready, you can begin by lifting your right foot to the ceiling before bringing it through between your hands and then bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. This is a great upper thigh stretch. And when you're ready, you can bring your right foot back to meet your left and breathing out, coming down in a modified plank. Breathing in, we're going to come up for a mini cobra. Next, gently press back into child's pose. And when you're ready, meet in downward dog again. Holding here for 3 breaths. When you're ready, you're going to lift your left foot up to the ceiling and then bringing it through between your hands. Bringing your gaze up to the ceiling, same as the other side. When you're ready, you can bring your left foot back to meet your right. Coming down for a modified plank. Inhaling for mini cobra. Exhaling, pushing back to child's pose. And meeting in downward dog when you're ready. And noticing how different this downward dog may feel from your first downward dog when you're a little bit more stretched. When you're ready, you can walk your feet up to meet your hands, and then halfway lift, bring your hands to your knees and straightening your back before breathing out, and then bringing yourself into a forward fold again. Inhaling now to bring your hands all the way up to the top of the ceiling and then bringing them back down into Tadasana. We're going to begin a round of Surya Namaskar A or Sun Cell A by inhaling, bring your hands up to the ceiling and then breathing out, coming down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold once more. Planting your hands in front of you, you're going to step or jump back into a plank. Exhaling, coming down, inhaling, looking up for upward dog. With your next exhale, press back into downward dog. Lifting your right leg to the sky now. We're going to bring that through between your hands. Pressing your left foot back into a 45-degree angle, we're going to come up for Warrior One. Here, you want to try to make sure that your knee is at a 90-degree angle and that your hips are facing the front of your mat. Next, we're opening up our hands for Warrior Two. Before windmilling both our hands back down to meet the ground. Bringing your right foot back to meet your left now, and then inhaling for upward dog, and exhaling for downward dog. When you're ready, you can lift your left leg up to the ceiling now, before bringing it through between your hands, setting yourself up for warrior one. Pressing into the outer edges of your feet, you can gently bring yourself up to warrior one. Inhaling to lengthen. On your next exhale, open up to warrior two. Once again, trying to make sure that your knee is at a 90-degree angle. Taking a couple more breaths here before we windmill both our hands to meet the ground. Bring our left foot back to meet our right. Coming down on our exhale. And then inhaling for upward dog. And exhale, press back to downward dog. When you're ready, you can step or hop up to meet your hands. Gently wiggling your feet hip width apart. You can bring your hands to clasp either side of your elbows, and then coming down for ragdoll. Alternatively, you can also use your two peace fingers to grab your big toes, or you could bring your hands to the pads of your foot as well. A couple of options here for you as you slowly breathe in and out. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly roll up, bring your hands up to the ceiling before coming back down in prayer position. Next, bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. And when you're ready, I want you to bring your right hand to meet your heart on your chest, and just notice how you can feel your heart beating a little bit more rapidly now after a couple of sun salutations. Maybe with your eyes closed, notice how alive you are because of this heart, and how amazing it is that your heart can function without you even thinking. Now, isn't that a miracle within itself? Next, I want you to bring both of your feet in front of you now. Maybe releasing your sit bones from underneath you. We're going to inhale, bring our hands all the way up to the ceiling before exhaling to forward fold. Remembering that the goal here is to stretch and elongate your spine. Taking a couple of long, deep inhales and exhales here. Next, we're going to cross our right foot over top of our left knee for a seated twist. As we inhale, we're going to bring our left elbow up to meet our right knee. Bring our right hand to the back of our mat, and then bring your gaze to the back of the mat as well. Take a long, deep inhale, and on your exhale, try to twist a little bit deeper. When you're ready, you can release everything and come back to center. Next, we're going to bring our left foot over top of our right knee. Inhaling, lifting our right elbow to meet our left knee. We're going to bring our left hand to the back of the mat and our gaze to the back of the mat as well. And when you're ready, you can release and slowly lay down into the mat. We're going to finish our practice in a bridge pose. So when you're ready, you can bring your heels in, almost touching the tips of your fingers. Inhaling to come up, and maybe clasping your hands underneath your back. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling, before gently releasing yourself all the way to the ground and preparing ourselves for a gentle twist. So bringing your arms wide to either side of your mat, You're going to try to bring your right knee to the left side of your mat, holding here. When you're ready, coming back to center and then bringing your left knee over top to the right side of your mat for a nice spinal twist. And when you're ready, coming back to center, bringing your feet as wide as the mat, maybe lifting up your shoulders and releasing any tension before settling into our favorite position, Shavasana. And you can stay here for as long as you like as the video gently plays to a close. And as you continue on with your day, try to think of 3 things that you're grateful for in your life. It could be anything, even the simplest of things. And I want to thank you so much for bringing yourself to this practice today and showing up for yourself. And I hope that the rest of your day is filled with more mindfulness and presence. Before you go, I want to leave you with one quote to think about for the day. There is only one thing within your circle of control, and that is your mind. Serenity and stability are the results of your choices and judgments, not your environment.